is going on, everybody? Welcome to the live stream. Oh my gosh, we've got some fun stuff to do tonight. We've got some knives to give away. First off, let me make sure my volume's not going crazy on either device. No, it isn't. Okay, good deal. First off, to Matthew Friend, who just let me know it's his son's birthday. Happy birthday, Liam. That's awesome, man. I hope you have a great birthday. That's really cool. Also, I'm just gonna say this real quick. I had a conversation with Super Still Steve today, and he got me thinking. And you guys know how I like to purchase stuff. You guys know that I review stuff with total honesty, and I think we don't necessarily need reminders. If you live in the United States and you value home country manufacturing, you don't need reminders to try to buy American. But yeah, when it comes time to make a purchase, there's lots of stuff. There's lots of choices, right? Quality is, everywhere. Take an extra, just an extra little, thought to consider something American. Thanks, Super Steel Steve, for that great conversation. I do appreciate I appreciate who he is. Let's see here. Yeah, so how do you enter? We have two things. We have a Benchmade, and I'll tell you guys right now, I'm going to reveal that here in just a second. That Benchmade was donated to the channel by Knonsense. And of course, as I promised, I'm going to give everything away that he donated because that was the purpose of it. That is a limited edition Benchmade that is no longer made. So it is super cool and absolutely valuable. And then I have a secret thing that I'm going to reveal towards the end of the live stream that's going to make everybody happy. It just happened to work out this way. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. How do you enter? Well, here you go. How to enter. Step 1, subscribe. Even if you think you're subscribed, go check. People tell me all the time, they're like, holy crap, I wasn't subbed. I just kept searching for your channel and just watching your new stuff. Thank you, but subscribe and turn your notifications on. That would mean the world to me, especially right now with the whole crazy YouTube nonsense. Step 2, there's a link in the description. You just use that link. It's a short video and it's private. The only way that you could get that link is by watching this live stream, right? Pull that link open and leave a comment under it. Why am I doing it that way? It's so that it's much more likely the person wins is actually here in the live stream. That just makes my day when the person who wins is actually here. And I'll tell you more about that towards the end of the live stream. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see here. Hey, too, you got demonetized. Was getting ready to join Nights Around. Hey, you know what? It's okay, because I've got plans to recreate Knights of the Round somewhere else. And my plan is to open that to everybody, ranks and all. But if you would like to support me, you can absolutely still do that on Patreon, which is linked right down below. As I say in every single video, which I know gets annoying, you absolutely can still support me on Patreon. And there is a very large and very sturdy community over there on my Patreon. We do lots of stuff. I try to make it fun and interesting and absolutely worth your while. And there's even a $1 tier. So if you'd like to support me right now, you can do that on Patreon. And the link is right down in the description. Wow, there's already 124 people in here. You guys love to win stuff. All right, maybe I should be paying attention to the chat. What's the teal greenish Spyderco? It's the where did this come from? It's the Mystic Green CPM 20 CV Spyderco that was a limited or dealer exclusive through was it the Knife Joker? Knives Plus? I can't remember. Somebody help me out. Patreon. How about OnlyFans? Yeah, a curiously large amount of people have suggested that. No. And I should point out, while I do absolutely support American purchases, I will still show knives that are made from all over here because I want people to have an honest contrast. I want you guys to see what's actually out there so that you can make an educated choice and feel like you have all of the information. So there will absolutely still be, there's always going to be knives here that are manufactured all over the place. But I do push very hard for American made stuff. I do, here lately I've made a couple of purchases that, were not US made products, but oh my goodness, I have so many things on my list. 99% of what's on my list is US made. It's great that we have so many amazing US knife makers, just absolutely kicking ass. Let's see here. Man, I was mad for like 2 hours this time, and then I was like, so what? I can still do what I love. This is what I love doing. I'm just gonna keep doing it. I mean, whatever. I'm obviously gonna keep fighting the monetization. Thank you for your concern, though, and thank you for everybody's support on that. But this is what I love doing, so I'm not gonna stop doing it just because I can't make ad revenue. That's a bummer, but whatever. I'm here for the knives. That's why I do this, because I'm a crazy knife nut like you guys. So, I was mad when I made that video. That was like me. I was at a 10 when I got that email, and then I calmed down to about a 6 when I made the video. I was so mad. But I mean, what? I got to celebrate for 3 weeks, so okay. And no, everybody keeps going, oh no, now you're not going to get recommended. That's not true. It's not true at all. I had a record day 1 day after I got demonetized and a record month after I got demonetized the first time. So that's a rumor about what happens on YouTube once you get demonetized. Everybody thinks you're canceled. No, I can still make content and YouTube is still pushing my content. It doesn't do any, I'm sure it affects some channels differently, but it has not negatively impacted my ability to get content out to my subscribers and to people who are not subscribed. My numbers they're still growing. So, Dominic Romero, yes, I did. And I sent them a message. So thank you. What knife would you recommend for first Spyderco? Mannix 2, Para 3, PM2. I think those, I would say Shaman, but they're so expensive and they're freaking like non-existent. So PM2, Para 3, Mannix 2. Lightweights on the Para 3 and Mannix 2 or the G10 versions. The PM2, you can only get it in a G10. I won't be surprised if they make a lightweight one. David, what's the toughest animal you think you could beat in a barehanded fight to the death? The toughest animal. Man, what an awesome question. I legit think that if my life depended on it, I think I could beat a full-grown male kangaroo. I really think that I could. Like, those are scary and they have some serious leg power, and they're all over the place. But I really do think that I could absolutely beat the crap out of a full-grown kangaroo. It'd take me a bit, but I'd get under one of those. I'd get under one of those legs. I was a mediocre high school wrestler. All right, so everybody back up here. Serious power coming through. Yeah. What an awesome question. I love stuff like that. Let's see here. Everybody's like, no, you couldn't. Maybe I couldn't. I don't ever want to find out. Jeez. I'm a lot less confident now that there's all these kangaroo experts in here. People are like, no, I've been studying kangaroos all my life and they would absolutely destroy you. So sorry. Fellow mediocre high school wrestler here. My senior year, let's see. Senior year, I went 17-6. Yeah, it was 17-6. So yeah, exactly what I said. Mediocre high school. I was varsity though, so wrestled 215 as a 198-pound high school senior. Let's see here. Thanks for the entry. What weight class? Yeah, 215. I didn't want to cut weight to 189, and I also didn't want to wrestle the guy for varsity at 189 because we were like perfectly matched, and it was just awful, and we hated it. And I was like, why don't you stay varsity 189, and I'll go up to 215? And he was like, all right. And then I got to eat. I got to eat my whole senior year, the whole senior season of varsity wrestling. I got to eat whatever I wanted. It was awesome. Let's see here. Lightweight wrestler, solid 9110. Hey, I mean, every weight class had like some of those lighter weight classes are vicious in high school. You know, I think the 215. What did I say? Did I say 215 was my weight class? Oh my God, I'm getting old. That was a long time ago. It was a 215 weight class. But the 215 weight class wasn't that crazy unless you got that random high school kid that was obviously juicing. Sometimes you had a 215-pound juicer as a senior and you were like, oh crap. But no, most of the 215 guys that I wrestled were just heavier guys and they were a little slow. So once you got them down on the mat, if they were heavy, it was a little bit easier. Let's see here. Pickle shirt with caption, it's an MC thing. I'm looking into merch that I can actually put on the... They didn't take away the merch option for me, and I've been using Redbubble forever, and it sucks. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, don't order a shirt. I'm not going to use an opportunity to... a lot of people have told me that the logo, even though I've centered it on their website, it comes off-centered. And I think I'm done with Redbubble. Stickers and stuff, I've got some other cool stuff, like there's random stuff. It's in the description, I just never talk about it. Why are you spamming? Please don't spam. Please don't do that. Yeah, I think I'm done with that. I think I'm going to find somebody else to get premium t-shirts made because I really do want to make some funny t-shirts. And I will make them as cheap as possible. I'm not interested in making a fortune off of merch. I just would like people to be able to get t-shirts, you know? Yes, it is a Mannix in translucent green. You should make a shirt that says raise your swords. I absolutely will. That is a sick idea. Oh my gosh, I love that. I love that idea. Raise your swords. Man, great idea. Jav Kabobi. Jav Kababi. Yeah, I mean, you know, sorry if I mispronounced your name, but that's an excellent idea. Raise your swords. And we can keep Knights of the Round going, you know, and with t-shirts. Yeah, that's a great idea. So I should do that. And I will send that idea to my guy, and I think he can make something cool. I think it'd be great. Which Olight flashlight? That is my new channel dedicated Oh, by the way, now that this has all occurred, I'm still not super keen on people using Amazon through my channel because I don't really love Amazon. I'd rather you guys buy your stuff through retailers, but I can't find a dedicated link where my tools are in permanent supply. So I did bring those tool links back for my WIA stubby driver and my bit selector because those are great and they're super cheap. I did bring those links back, so they're in the description. And I plan on overhauling my Amazon store so that it's actually showing stuff that is recommendable. I got to be really careful about that because Amazon is kind of, I'd rather you guys use my links through retailers. Definitely. A t-shirt that says demonetized. Oh, man. Oh, hey, do you guys want to see the Benchmade? It's pretty cool. I think you guys will be excited. Let's reveal the Benchmade because there's 300 people in here now. Thank you, guys. So this was donated by Knonsense. It's brand new. This is a limited edition 15061 or 15061-1901 Grizzly Ridge in blue and black S30V. Very cool. You can see it actually says, well, I don't know if you can read it. It says limited edition right there. So these are no longer available. They are gone. I thought maybe you guys might like the opportunity to win a limited edition Grizzly Ridge Benchmade. So that's the first prize that you'll be winning, or that somebody will be winning. And then the other one we're going to reveal here closer to the end of the live stream. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad you guys like that. Thank Kyle Sense. I don't know if he's in here or not. So anyways, the flashlight. So listen, I do love my FW3T. I love this, but I get really frustrated with the interface sometimes. It's fine. This light works. It's just, you guys have seen those reviews where I'm like, oh my God, what is wrong with my flashlight? It just gets glitchy when the battery runs low. And I hate using the whole like, okay, how many volts? And so I got an Olight Warrior Mini in titanium. This is the Winter 2 edition because it is just simple. There's a side switch memory for the last setting, and then maximum is on the back. It's 1500 lumens, which is way more than I need, but it's just perfect. It's thin, and it's got the pocket clip on it, and it's got the cool... Honestly, if you guys are going to pick this up, I like titanium. That's why I bought this. But titanium makes the magnet on this almost too weak to get it to stick on surfaces, so you have to rotate it so one of the teeth is at the bottom so it wants to actually stay. I would recommend going with the aluminum one so that it's light enough that the magnet can actually do the trick. But this is an excellent flashlight. I gave one to my dad, and I said, Dad, I want you to beat on this thing like carrot, because he works construction. He's crawling around and using flashlights every day for stuff. And I was like, I want that thing like used. If you break it, don't even worry about it. I want to know. And he told me, he's like, this thing is absolutely, it's ridiculously durable. He's like, I've dropped it and lost it in vents and stuff. And he's like, it's been great. And it's got the magnetic charging tail cap. It's awesome. I should have provided a link for that, but I didn't. So go wherever you can find the Olight Warrior 2 Mini. I absolutely recommend it. My favorite Medford is the the Strider 3/4 AR because it's made by Medford. That's my favorite Medford right now. I haven't seen anything that I'm really super into from Medford for a while, so that, yeah, the 3/4 AR for sure. Would I recommend the 0562 for a first premium knife? 100% I would. That's one of the best knives ever. It has always made my top 20 of all time folding knives. Like since the dawn of the channel, the 0562 has always made that list. And it's a US made knife. So yeah, go for it. Go for the tie or the carbon fiber one. They're excellent. You want me to bust out the Rockstead? Oh my gosh, I've been carrying this thing and I love it. Yeah, this has been great, and I'm just not super shy about using it. We went to a car show today, and a bunch of my buddies from the dealership that I used to work at were there, and I said, hey, check this out, and I just let them pass it around, and I was like, I don't want them to drop it, but I'm okay with them just kind of looking at it, and I don't know what my deal is. It's the most expensive knife I've ever owned, and for whatever reason, I'm less protective of it. It just feels like a knife that needs to be used. I just love it, and it's so... Oops. Sorry, camera angle. Can I... Oh, God. Let's use the... There we go. It's so smooth now. It's just crazy. I love it. And I took it apart. It's so easy to take apart. I know I probably voided the warranty. I don't really care. But it's great. How much do those cost? The Rockstead Higo 2 right here that I just showed is $1,500. $1,250 if you go with the titanium frame lock version. That one's titanium liner lock with carbon fiber. You ever gonna do a video on sharpening blades? I've done a couple of sharpening videos. Just amateur. I do like when something needs to be sharpened, because I've got so many knives that I use, it takes forever for an edge to really go dull. But I periodically do KME sharpening videos where it's just like it's just a hyperlapse of me sharpening it. Very basic. It's like the 50 grit. If it totally needs to be like, if the edge is totally knocked down, I'll go from 50 to 1,000 on the diamond stones. And that's it. I don't do anything else besides, because that's fine for me. But yeah, periodically I do that. Thoughts on the Enforcer XL? Yeah. So I do have the video, the unboxing today, and I should have linked the program down below. But the Enforcer XL from Off Grid is 100% the closest thing to a budget alternative of the XM24. Now, obviously, as a massive Hinderer fan and a fan of USA manufacturing, I'm going to say if you've been lusting over the XM24, you will inevitably lust over it until you eventually buy it. It's expensive. It's a $600 knife. The Enforcer XL is as close as you can get to an XM24 in the budget world, right? It's still a fairly expensive knife, but it is very high quality. And you get that textured G10. It gives me Hinderer vibes like off the charts. It's so Hinderer-y, right? Very cool. Nice, big, meaty, robust, thick blade stock too. You can see there. Not quite as thick as the 24, but still, if you love the idea of a 24 and you just can't fork over 600 bucks, then there you go. There's an option. I totally screwed up an edge on my KME the other day. I've done that. The KME is really, really, it's very friendly to new people, and you're gonna mess up, but I would recommend saving up and buying a KME. I think that's one of the best systems for dollar for dollar for a precision sharpening system, and it's so easy for a new person to learn on, right? If you got some cheapy knives, you throw them on there and the rods and the guides and everything, just make it so easy to learn. You get a couple of knives you don't mind dicking up, right? Mess with it, and I'm telling you, after a few days or maybe a couple of weeks max, you'll have it figured out, and you can work on some of your more expensive stuff. Use markers on your edge. Absolutely. Yes, I do love USA made knives, and I will always love USA made knives. I had to go on a journey to figure that out, because in the beginning, like many of you, I just could not wrap my head around the idea of spending more than $100 on a knife, or even 50. And obviously now that's out the window, right? But yeah, USA made knives are fantastic, and the styling, you get a lot of the same types of styling with US stuff. So absolutely heavy supporter of US manufactured knives. That's part of, if you guys don't know, right? I get offers for affiliate programs all the time. I have lots of companies that reach out and say, will you please consider us for one of the programs? We'd like to be linked in your description. And I'm experimenting with a few things, but largely the companies that I select, the big ones, including DLT Trading, GP Knives, and Blade HQ, have a massive, and River's Edge Cutlery now, have a massive supply of US knives. That's why I pick them. It's not that they exclusively deal in US knives, but they're fantastic retailers who are constantly restocking that stuff. So it wasn't just like a whoever I can get. It was very strategic. It was intentional. It's like, well, obviously those are retailers that everybody likes, right? But that's why. Let's see here. Yeah, the Aureus. Oh my gosh. Arguably one of the most that's one of the most precision made knives in the world. And it's so cool that they're doing US stuff. Need new half tracks to drop. USA Made Blade has been doing the most of those. So I don't have a program with USA Made Blade, but I love that website, and Scott Whittington is awesome. So yeah, I would go sign up for notifications on USA Made Blade. Wow, there's almost 400 people in here. What is up? Dang, thank you guys so much for coming and checking out my live stream. Press 1 if it's your first time in here. Always interested to find out who's a first timer. We'll let you guys do that real quick. And then everybody else who's not a first timer, which I'm going to guess is probably around 150 of you, I want you to tell everybody how cool it is. Tell them why they should come back. I'm very much, the reason I'm so active with not just content and, you know, but my Instagram, Patreon, and live streams is because I like the whole community element very much. I like it. We talk about pickles. Oh, cool. Hey, well, welcome. If this is your first time, welcome. I do this every single week. I don't always give stuff away, but I just have so much stuff here. You guys have no idea. I have so much stuff that just needs to find a home. And yeah, I could sell it, but it's way more fun to give it away. And it makes people come and join the live streams and hang out, right? Obviously, money's not the motivating factor here because I'm not monetized. Oh, man, whatever. It's just fun to have people hanging out. It's just a good time. Got my first Shiro this week, and Slicey is jealous. Is Slicey wanting to jump on the Shiro train? Let's see. Because knife can be lover. That made me laugh so hard the first time I read that. Did they not fix that for you yet? No, I mean they fixed it and then they turned it back off again. So what? I mean, whatever, you know. And I've been emailing them, and the emails they send me are just hilarious. They're so automated and ridiculous. Switching between this and John Wick 3, just got through the 5-minute knife fight. Okay, awesome. Let's see here. How late do I drink caffeine? I haven't had any caffeine since about like noon. I'll admit I do go to Starbucks periodically. I love their plain black coffee. There's a couple of things I'll mess around with every now and then, but I just love Starbucks regular black coffee. So today it was actually a cold brew something. My wife does like a sugar-free vanilla cold brew something, and she was like, you should try it. So I got a big one, and I was like, wow, this is really good. So that's what I had today. The Open L13? Okay, hang on. Let me go get it. Hang on. It's just tucked in its box. I promise I will review this. I promise. So if you haven't seen the Open L13 yet, here it is. Should we? Yeah, it's not going to fit on camera. Yeah, I promise I will review this. Absolutely. There we go. How cool is that, right? Absolutely insane. A $100 Open L13. Also, I promise I will give that away at some point. I will do a giveaway on the Open L13 at some point. I don't know where you buy that. I think I've seen them pop up on Amazon, but now they're I don't know. Now they're probably scarce because I don't think it was like a permanent run thing, and now they're it's already overpriced, right? It's just a novelty kind of crazy thing. Oh yeah, have you liked the live stream yet? No, only 166 of you have hit like, and there's, excuse me, 405 people watching. Oh no, shame. I'm just kidding. You can hit that like button if you want to. It'd make me happy. Pumped to hear about the YouTube fiasco again. You've been my go-to review channel since I got into EDC World. Oh, that's cool. I love it when people say, like, I just got into this and I found your channel and I just love it. I love that so much when new people come and they're like, neat. This guy has a lot of content, and I just love that. Oh man, it makes me feel good. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be around. You can expect continued daily content from me for the foreseeable future. So yeah, if you are a regular viewer, if you're somebody who watches every single upload, or you watch every day, you watch something every day, it's always going to be here. Unless something catastrophic happens, or if they remove my channel, which I'm honestly not worried about, because think about all the stuff that's on YouTube. I don't think I need to worry about that. So, can you see a close up of the Grissom? Yeah. So this is an interesting knife. Where'd it go? There it is. This is M390 in titanium. I actually have a link for this particular one. This is an Urban EDC Supply exclusive, so there's a link for this guy down below. It's expensive. I can't say I'm super on board with the price. It's interesting. It's different. It, in terms of the design, but in terms of function, it's not a whole lot different from other titanium frame locks that we see at a much smaller price point. It's also not an ergonomic masterpiece, but it's a weird knife, and I'll say it gives me a ZT. What's that chunky Sinkovich ZT that was really good? It kind of gives me that vibe. And there's some cool styling elements here, right? And the edge is very thin. It's a freaking laser beam for sure. It's nice and smooth. The action's good, right? The pocket clip is a disaster. The pocket clip is, it's nice that they did a 3D milled pocket clip. It definitely adds value there, and there's some cool machining elements here, right? But ergonomically, the pocket clip is a disaster. In fact, choked up, the best position on this knife is choked up. And even here, it's a C+ at best. My grading scale, people try to ask me, like, what's your grading scale based on? I'm like, I don't know. It's based on what I think in the moment. A knife that used to be kind of a mess ergonomically and has been nicely upgraded is the new Arcane Design Necronaut with the thumb studs. Now, I will say the thumb studs are definitely in the cutting path, but it's kind of nice to have the option for deployment. All of the edges, anybody who's handled the original, this had hot spots in a lot of places, and it was uncomfortable in a lot of ways, and he has nicely knocked this thing down. So if you're interested in this, you can check out his website. These are very, very well, like the corners and things are all way more knocked down. So that's an interesting upgrade for sure. Let's see. The CJRB, this is cool. This is just a cool knife, right? I still, recognize when things are cool, no matter, keep saying it, no matter where they're made, still talk about the quality, because we need that honest contrast. People need to know what they're looking at, right? Otherwise, it's a blind bias, and my credibility as a reviewer goes out the window. I got to be honest about that stuff. I want people coming here for honesty. Absolutely. That's why I don't accept sponsors. I hate that. People are like, we'll give you $100 if you do a review on this. No! If you're a company, if you're a retailer, you're a company, you're a knife maker, right? And you want to pay for me to... If you come up to me, if you message me on Instagram, I'll tell you exactly how this conversation goes. If they say, hey, we want to send you some stuff, we're going to pay you, 100 to 200 per upload or whatever. We just want you to cover stuff and we just want you to give like the specs and it. No, because I'm a reviewer. I want to talk about what I like and don't like about it. And that's just crap. No, thank you. I don't want your money. It's a little bit of a different story. I would respond differently if someone said, I want to pay you for a review, but I want you to be honest. What I would say is, I don't want to be paid up front. Just let me review it. And if you let me keep the item, then I can use it as a giveaway, and that generates more traffic for the channel, so that's good for me. And it's likely that I already have an affiliate program, with a retailer that sells it. So no, I have never, ever, if you're wondering, I have never, ever, ever accepted payment up front to review an item. I don't like that. It doesn't feel good. It feels kind of yucky to do that. Sorry, I've been talking forever. Me. I haven't been looking at the... Yeah, I know. But again, the Knights of the Round, I'm going to transfer that to another area that will be accessible to everybody. So expect to... That's a project I'm working on right now. What is the knife to right of the Eclipse? This is a new Damned Designs front flipper that's really intriguing, and it is very smooth. Mike, it's a big old chunk, but he still did a thin blade stock on it. Damned Designs has come a long way since that first prototype I handled, and I was light on it because it was a prototype. I'm never harsh on prototypes, right? People are getting going, figuring stuff out, right? D2 in micarta, very interesting, very smooth, and very easy to operate. kind of an odd area up here. I kind of wish that this area was much more of a choil, but it's cool. And it's got tons of room to do your, this is an easy reverse flicker. Very Spyderco-esque operational room there. So it's pretty cool. You can check out the Damn Designs website for information on that. How important is drop shuttiness to me? It's impressive if it's not like a lazy, like dependent on, like when I get drop shuttiness on a cheap knife, I'm like, all right, so they just loosened everything up, and it's always kind of a goofy, like, you know, maybe the blade is really heavy. Okay, so for example, like the off-grid Enforcer XL here is very well made, and I believe this is Bestech, right? This is drop shutty that's it's smooth and it's consistent, but it's because the blade is so large and heavy, right? So, and I'm nothing against off-grid because again, this is a way less expensive knife. Drop shuttiness on a much more expensive knife oftentimes is about, you know, the polishing on the inside, and the blade is usually a lot lighter. So it's about getting the tolerances right and the surfaces are all polished correctly, right? Like the Grimsmo Norseman. But I have a preference I have a preference against super fall shuttiness. I actually don't like the Grimsmo Norseman so much. I want it to be controlled. I'm much more impressed with an insanely controlled slow fall. Like, for example, this is why I talk about Shirogorov is just unbelievable when it comes to tolerances, because these things are fall shutty in the most ridiculously controlled way. It is so perfect. It's not so fast that I feel like I'm going to lose my fingers, but it's just nice. And Sharp by Design, customs are like that. Herman knives are like that. It's just one, if you're going to spend a lot of money, right? Herman knives, that's out of Poland. Shirogorov is Russia. Sharp by Design is the USA, right? You want that type of ultra controlled action, that's where you're going to find it. That's you know, that's due to insane attention to detail. And you don't always see that on everything. Little guy on the bottom far right is the Concept, hang on, wedge. I do not like the slip joint version of this, but the lockback version is really cool. The slip joint version really bums me out because it doesn't have a mid stop, but this is nice. Very inexpensive. Micarta, this is a burlap, I think, micarta clip point blade with a nice, whatever you call that. I mean, it's like a nail. It's like a long nail neck or a long pole, maybe. I don't know. 154 cm on this guy. Not expensive. Very nice for a nice little, just like a backup knife. 154 cm. Fantastic. Very cool. Nice stuff from Concept there. The Rainmaker, yeah, sure. Oh my gosh. Talk about an incredible knife that it's in very plentiful supply. You can go get a Rainmaker right now from DLT Trading. This is a freaking expensive knife. Rainmakers are, you know, you can get them in different, sorry. I'm at an angle here. This one's a little bit tight. The other Rainmaker that I have over here is a little bit, I think the pivot needs to be loosened a bit on this. But it is nice and smooth, and because of the weight of the blade, right, it seems to work a little better than some of the other Olamics. Action is great. Not quite. This is what I was talking about the other day, when you can get a semi-mirror polish for the multi-hundreds of dollar department. This is a really high belt satin finish that looks mirror, but it's not quite the same as the mirror that you get on like this is a true mirror up here on the Rockstead. So on your ProTech mirror polishes, your Olamic, you know, very, very high belt satin polishes, right? You can get that for, I mean, that's an expensive one, but you can get a Rainmaker for $500, $600, $700 usually, US made by Olamic. That is absolutely a pocket sword. It's huge. Cracked ice finish on that thing. Very beautiful. Top 3 knives on the table. The Rockstead, the Shirogorov, and the Dark Horse. Old Dark Horse, man. Oh, this thing's, it's legendary now, right? Everybody knows what I'm talking about when I say Dark Horse. This knife, I will never, ever get rid of this knife. Ever. I love that thing. It's just a beast. What's my favorite Benchmade? Probably the Super Freak. Oh, hey, by the way, I'm making a change to the reviews. Speaking of Benchmade, this will shock you guys. So I reached out to Benchmade because I think that the Benchmade Bug Out makes a better size comparison knife than the Mini Griptilian. I'm going to keep the Para 3 and PM2. I'm going to keep the Rat 1 and Rat 2. I'm going to keep the Ritter Hogue. But now, moving forward, once it's done, instead of comparing the knives to the Ritter Hogue and the Mini Grip, I'm going to retire the Mini Grip and I'm going to use the Bug Out as a size comparison knife. And you guys know that the Bug Out's not my super favorite one. But now Benchmade has titanium in their custom shop for the Bug Out. And my favorite version of the Bug Out was in titanium. And they were like, I was like, could I reach out to you for a Bug Out so that I could use it as a permanent size comparison knife? And he said, yeah. He was like, how about a custom one? And I was like, cool. So Benchmade is making a custom Bug Out for me that I used. I selected some materials and I made an interesting one. So it'll be permanently a part of the channel as a size comparison knife for sure. So many of you guys own the Bug Out. It makes more sense to use it. There's so many more people I think now that have like people who are watching the channel. So many more of you have a Bug Out than a Mini Griptilian. So I know it makes sense to have a smaller size knife, but like the knives that I use are very specifically selected because so many people own them, right? So I should really have sell out. Yeah, I mean, hey, come on now. The idea is, I mean, it's awesome that Benchmade's willing to send me one. I mean, of course, you know, but I reached out to them. They didn't approach me on that. I was just wanted to. But yeah, it makes more sense. It's going to be more valuable. It's a tiny improvement for the channel, but it's going to make more sense to compare things to the Bug Out. Wait, what does Laura want to see? Someone said calm down, he'll show it. What does Laura want to see? Oh, the Malibu. Okay, yeah, for sure. Here you go. That's a titanium Bug Out, or I'm sorry, Malibu with the pearl inlay on the button and CPM 20 CV. I kind of wish they had done like a high reflectivity tumbled finish on the blade, but it looks all right, you know. But this is absolutely the version of the Malibu that I would like to own, a titanium. Oh, Protect does a nice job with titanium. This is very nice. And to the owner of that, the button is smoothing out tremendously because I've been playing with it. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get distracted. Oh my gosh, it's already 9:43. I might let this run a little bit late because I didn't realize that time had moved so quickly. Give me 2 more minutes and I'll reveal what the other secret thing is here. As I mentioned before, I know you guys have always been nice and live streams and donated and joined Knights of the Round. Since I don't think that's ever really going to be a permanent thing anymore, I'm always going to be fighting YouTube. You can absolutely support me and join the community over on Patreon, which is completely unaffected by YouTube. Patreon and YouTube are completely and totally separate. So demonetization is unaffected. Patreon is unaffected by demonetization. So if you'd like to support me, you can find my Patreon link in the description and check out all the cool stuff that we do over there, which is all exclusive to Patreon. Lots of fun stuff that we do over there. Let's see here. I do unique stickers on Patreon. I do lots of sticker stuff on Patreon for sure. Let's see here. Damascus blade knife review. I've done lots of knife reviews with Damascus. I've actually done a whole video talking about the difference between Damascus, Damasteel, and Damacor, which you guys all really seem to like. That was a fun one to do. It took extra time doing the research and making sure I got my facts right. But yeah, you can check out that video in Controversy and Discussion, the playlist. Yeah, if you want to check that out. Let's see here. Just skip the Zell. What's up, man? Skip the giveaway and give me the Benchmade. ZDP 189 basically. Well, no, it's not the same. It's harder. It doesn't at what most companies harden it at. It is not quite the same level of edge retention as M390, unless you're talking about a Rockstead. This ZDP 189 makes M390 look like nothing, and I mean that. This is hardened to 67 and has a ridiculously robust convex edge for support, and it has a 0 edge. So the cutting performance of this is why knife reviewers always talk about how important heat treat and geometry is, because it took a steel like ZDP 189 that's already by composition amazing and just shot it through the roof. So we're talking about a cutting ability that is beyond anything that is commonly available in the knife world right now. Even your crazy stuff like S110, Maximate, K390, it is, to my knowledge, the cutting performance of what Rockstead does is beyond that stuff. It was MC flexing, sorry. I love M4. Anthony C says, your thoughts on M4? I love M4. I think it's great. I don't have a problem with it out here. If you live in an area where corrosion resistance is a problem, it might be. I like M4 better than 20CV and M390 because it is less of a pain to sharpen because it tends not to chip. It's much tougher, but the edge retention potential is almost exactly the same if it's heat treated properly. What is M4 supposed to be? 62 to 64? Something like that? I can't remember. A lot of math and science in a tool, but I tell you, this is a math channel. Yeah, that's what I said in the video. Yeah, it's not a math channel. I'm definitely going to pick up an M4 smock. Absolutely. My knife budget has been decimated by the loss of monetization, but I'm still going to buy an M4 smock. Absolutely. And I'll make sure all of you guys know when that's going to drop as well. All right, it's time to reveal the secret knife. It's a knife you've already seen. It's a knife I've already tried to give away. But, believe it or not, the person who won didn't claim it. So it's the freaking Demco 80/20.5. The person who won literally didn't claim it. They never contacted me. So somebody's going to win that tonight. Oh, man, I could have totally just kept it, right? I totally could have just been like, yeah, it's gone. I sense it, right? No, I'm not going to do that. I said they had a week to claim it, so I want to be fair. I said, you got a week to claim it, or I'm going to pick another winner. Yay! Somebody's going to win that tonight. Yay, I'm so glad you guys are excited. I knew you guys would be. I mean, I feel bad for the person who didn't claim it, but it's like, come on. Like, that's when I do, that's why, guys. That's why now the video link, which, by the way, if you're thinking, oh my God, how do I enter? Do this stuff. Step 1, subscribe and make sure your notifications are turned on. Seriously, do that, right? We got to make sure that my videos are getting out to you guys. And number 2, there's a link in the description. Use that link, leave a comment under that video. It's private for you guys here in the live stream. This is how I'm going to make sure that the person that wins this stuff is here. Because the only way that you guys could get that link is through the live stream, because it's private, it's unlisted, it's not on the channel. You guys, I mean, it'll pop up when you guys click on it, it'll take you to my channel, but the only passage to it is right here through the live stream. So that's why, because I'm like, that's a bummer. I want people to get the stuff that I give away, right? I don't want to keep this stuff. I want you guys to have it. So yeah, I will make sure that you guys know how to message me and get in contact with me if you win. I will let you guys know for sure. So, yeah, I feel bad for him. And if Jeremiah is watching this, right, if he messages me, I'm sorry, Jeremiah, that you didn't, you got to contact me within a week. But if he messages me now, I'll hook you up with some stickers and stuff, right? I feel bad, but I have to abide by the rules that I laid out in these. When I do the giveaway, there are rules. I have to. That's what I promised you guys. So I got to do it that way. Let's see here. I don't feel bad for him at all. I do, because he won that thing, and those go for a lot of money. Don't sell it on eBay, please, guys. Whoever wins, please don't sell it on eBay. Just keep it and use it, please. Yeah, I have stickers. You check out my Patreon. I've got stickers. My patrons get that stuff. You can buy stickers from me. You can email me at metalcomplex87.com. I've got a couple that I sell. But I got it. The reason I'm careful about that is because there's so many people now, I can't bog my time down with like mailing stickers out because I have so much stuff that I mail. It's just hard to keep up with everything. Okay, let's see. You know what? I think it's time to go. Oh no, we don't want Safari. No Safari. Bad Safari. There we go. Sorry if you like Safari. I hate it. Stupid guy on my phone. Okay. Let's draw a name for the Benchmade. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Let's reload the page. Let's reload it to make sure that it populates correctly. Paste. You flying hunk of crap. Hang on a sec. I copied it to my thing. I found a way to do this so that we wouldn't have to mess with this again. Copy. Stupid guy on my phone. There it is. All right, so there's the URL. 7AOSTV CBHKQ. Filter duplicate comments. Did you guys enter? Seriously, last chance. Go to the description and enter. Get YouTube comments. There should be hundreds of people. Yeah, good. Jeez Louise. There's 649 comments on that video. Why are there only 502 people in here? All right. So the winner for the Benchmade 15061 1901 Grizzly Ridge limited edition in S30V that is absolutely discontinued, as far as I know, is Christopher Cost. He says, love the content. Awesome. Congratulations, Christopher Cost. You won the Benchmade Grizzly Ridge. I sure hope he's in here. For the love of God. Christopher Ridge, you can contact me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your shipping information. Seriously, do not contact me if you didn't win. It just wastes my time, and I have a really easy way to determine whether or not you're actually the winner. So don't do that. But again, to Christopher Cost, this person right here, if you won, you just email me with your shipping information, and I'll get that shipped out to you on Thursday of next week. All right. Let's reload the page. And let's do this again because somebody's about to win the 8015, right? So filter duplicate users. Get YouTube comments again. There's probably just a couple more. Is he in here? Oh, good. They are in here. Fantastic. Christopher, say something. I'm looking for it. Just say anything. Say pickles or something, so I know. Just type anything. Where is he? I don't see it. There he is. What's up? Congratulations. Okay, 673. So got a few more comments that just barely made it in. Are you guys ready to find out who's going to win the 8020.5 clip point? This is the one that was on Advanced Knife Bros channel. So we have both very lightly used it, but it is largely still a brand new knife and centered and all that stuff. So, all right, you ready? Here we go. The winner is Scott Cormier. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. He says, thanks for the giveaway. Congratulations, Scott. You are the winner. I really hope you're in here. I want to mail this to somebody. Again, please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com with your shipping information, and I will send this knife to you. You won because the other guy didn't claim it. Is Scott in here? I really, really hope that he's in here. Where is he? So if you guys see him, let me know. I'll leave this out here so you guys can see it, so you guys can contact me, or the winners can contact me. Oh, he is? He's here. Good. It worked. I hate it when I select a winner and they're not here. I mean, like, I get it. Like, people get busy, right? But it's just like, man, I want them to be here so they can get excited live, right? That's the fun part of it. My favorite, there was a guy who sent me, his fiance sent me a video of him, like, so excited pointing at the TV while he was winning. I can't remember who that was, but I was like, that's so cool. That's fantastic. Do I like sea cows? I don't know. Is a sea cow spelled with a K? I suppose they're creatures that don't have any effect on my existence, so sure, yeah, they seem great. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna hang out for a little bit so for those of you who like to just hang out and chill with me for the last 10 to 15 minutes of live stream. I'll run this live stream a little late for anybody who wants to hang out and chat for a while because this moves so quickly. I can't believe it's already been an hour. Jeez. Yeah, I'll hang out for a while. Sorry, I'm sure you caught all of the audio of that. My bad. One sec. The only problem with going for an hour, if I'm, consuming Gatorade, is I have to go to the bathroom. I have no idea how people do 2-hour live. In fact, you know what? No, here's how we're going to ensure this. Talk amongst yourselves. I want you guys to tell me, here's what I want you guys to think about, because I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. What do you think we're actually going to see? Something that has been hinted about in 2021 that we're actually going to see that would be really exciting before 2021 ends. And then I'll tell you what I think we're going to see, and then we'll compare notes. One sec. I'll be back. Okay. All right, hang on. I'm here. I gotta get a Gatorade. There we go. All right, sorry about that. Oh, still 300 of you. How nice. Okay, holy crap. Hang on. Let me go back and read. Oh, did you did you hear the flush? I bet you guys heard that because the water main is right behind me. I didn't even think about that. Oh boy. Should I edit that out or should I just leave it in there? Oh well, whatever. Let's see. I seriously did not even think about that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not even saying. You guys just didn't. Did you even do what I asked? Well, yeah, of course I wash my hands. Come on now. I mean, I do it really quick. I like that foam. We have some new foamy flower scented stuff that's nice. So it's enjoyable. Yeah, the Magna Cut Sabenza is good. There's a lot of stuff, but I'll tell you. Can I tell you my guess? The Magna Cut Sabenza is definitely cool. Like, wow, seriously, power cutter, right? And on a legendary knife, that's really cool. I really hope Rick Hinderer decides to pick up, or do something with Magna Cut. That'd be cool. But anyways, the knife that I really hope actually gets released in 2021, but I'm not sure that I believe that it will. Spyderco has been pretty quiet about it. The new Python. And here's why I'm excited. I have talked to 3 separate people now who said they handled what appeared to be a new Spyderco Python at Blade Show, and that the detent was perfect. Oh God. Oh, yes. I will choke down that freaking diarrhea catastrophe of a clip. And actually, it's the plain Spyderco clip, but it is, I mean, it's just pterodactyl shit that they put. Whoops, sorry, I swore. It's just that they chose that clip for the knife. But I will choke that down and pay what they want for. I'll choke that down for what they want for the Python if they fix the detent. So, yeah. I won't be surprised if that's a 2022 release, though, to be honest. Benchmade's expanding their custom shop options. I gotta talk with that rep. They didn't say that to me, but I mean, that's cool. I love that they do that. Spyderco, where's your custom shop, guys? You're missing out. Jeez. I really think Spyderco could do that without limiting what they do with the exclusives and the sprint runs. They can do that because Benchmade still does that. They still do exclusives. They still do weird little sprint runs here and there, and they have a custom shop. I know that it's a big manufacturing thing, for Spyderco to just open up a custom shop, but they have to have some basic stuff that they could do where people could just get some interesting generic colors and a few different steels to, for their Spyderco knives. I think it would be really great. I said a swear word. Sorry. Oh no, I hope I don't get demonetized for saying. Here's the thing. The reason I don't swear is because I know people watch with their kids. I don't think there's many people watching with their kids right now. So I'm sorry if your kids are watching and I said that. I'm sorry. But I don't swear because I want people to be able to enjoy my channel with their kids and not be like, oh my God, this guy is all over the place, right? So. Collab with Taylor from Best Time EDC. I talk with him all the time. And shout out to Best MEDC, by the way. Taylor, that guy is so busy, and he still makes time to check in on me and talk with me, with the demonetization thing. He talks with me about, things that I can do to, just make creating content easier, with Discord support. Man, what a good person. He has never asked me for anything. If you're not subscribed to Best Damn EDC, you should be. Taylor is a genuinely good person and will check into chat just to chat. He doesn't want anything from me. He's just cool. He's a nice guy. I like him a lot. Really nice. Thank you very much, Taylor. I know he probably is not going to know that I'm talking about him right now, and that's fine. I don't care. I just genuinely think he's a good guy. Yeah, I gave all the knives away already. Sorry. But don't worry, because you know what? I've got like 10 more things to give away. So the next 10 live streams will likely be giveaway streams. I still have so much stuff that I'm just not going to keep. And, sometimes it'll be a really cool knife, and sometimes it'll be a budget knife. I've got a whole bunch of budget knives to give away, and, whatever. But eventually, at some point, the streams will just go back to being regular streams. And at some point, when we finally manage to get a PS5, my wife and I will stream Diablo 4 together after Diablo 4 comes out. So I know not everybody's interested in that, but we're interested in doing that. Do I get up early? Yes, I get up well. Everybody says they get up early. I wake up every day at about 7 o'clock, sometimes 6:30. And, hang on a sec. Somebody's ringing the doorbell. Hang on. I'm sorry. I have to leave one more time. Sorry, one sec. Okay, sorry about that. My wife and son were at a local baseball game, so I'm out of shape. 10 more minutes, guys, and then I got to sign off here. So you guys can ask me, think up some weird questions. The one about what animal do I think I can fight in the toughest animal? That's funny. I love stuff like that. So yeah, this is the traditional absolute nonsense section of the live stream, and I will. Why pickles? It's hard to explain. I mean, it's you know that game you play with like movie titles where you replace one word in a movie title with the word for the phallic male member, right? To make a more G-rated version of that for my live stream, I was with my brother and we were doing a live stream a long time ago, and I said, take the name of a knife and replace any word in the name of a knife with the word pickle, and it's funny. It was stupid, right? It was just a dumb, like in the moment, and somebody said Benchmade mini crooked pickle, and for whatever reason, I absolutely lost it. It was the dumbest thing ever, but I was laughing so hard. And ever since then, the whole pickle thing has just been a part of the live stream, and it makes no sense. And people don't even question it. Like people are like, okay, it's something to do with pickles. it's just a thing that we do now, you know. So whatever. The cold steel broken pickle. It still makes me laugh. I'm such a child. I buy cheap pickles. I like the ones that are kind of white, like the crisp. I like the sandwich pickles that are like kind of more white than they are green. The dill. I hate bread and butter pickles. Those can absolutely go to hell. Those are awful. I mean, like if you like bread and butter pickles, that's fine. Just know that you have terrible taste. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh man. Most embarrassing moment. I can't tell you guys my most embarrassing moment because that is absolutely not a G-rated story. I'll say this though. I do have a story that at some point, if I find a way to tell it, I will try to share it with you. But I'm not prepared to right now, and it is not a story that I can. It's not a story that I can share right now on this live stream. But it was a tremendous blunder. It's one of the worst things that you could imagine. Fortunately, there is no evidence of any of that, but I will tell it because it's become kind of when I worked at the dealership, the story we had Saturday morning meetings, and there were a couple of Saturday mornings where the entire staff, because I did tell the story to my coworkers, the entire staff just skipped the morning meeting and they decided they wanted to have me tell the story. And it became like this famous thing at the dealership because it was just so awful. I'm sorry I'm teasing you guys with it, but yeah, at some point maybe. It was bad. Just know that. Not evil. It was just like really embarrassing. Let's see here. I have that. What's in the bottom? Wait, I have that metal complex sticker that's pickled. Never question it. Very few people have the pickle sticker. I ordered 50 of those, and I have not ordered more. And I sent them out to people who sent me knives just randomly, and people on Patreon. So if you have that sticker, just know that there are not very many of those. Is it pickle related? No, it's tequila related. First tequila experience was not good. Let's see. What's the best knife you've received as a gift? You guys are gonna see it soon. So yeah, it's coming. Tequila makes it. Yeah, I can't give you guys any more information. Here's what I'll say. I'll give you guys. This is true. I'll give you guys a hint. So the end of the story is my parents' basement, the entire basement, the carpet and the walls have been completely redone. That's all I can say. It was very bad. But yeah, no, my mom's the basement is it looks totally different now. I was 24. There was even some spots on the ceiling that had to be repaired. Oh God. Oh God. It wasn't good. My mom hates that story, but my dad loves it. Oh man. Let's see. You got a wicked scary edge in the Damascus. It's a great steel strop spec beautifully. Yeah, you mean on the crew wear? Yeah, absolutely. 1 million subscribers and you have to tell us the whole story. I'll tell you what, if I ever get to 100,000 subscribers, I will tell this, depending on my situation, I'll tell the story, but it may be more or less edited depending on my situation with being monetized, because and I'm going to give people a fair warning, I got to be careful. I will tell most of the story one way or another if I ever hit 100,000 subscribers. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed, right? Every subscriber counts. I'm very happy that there's no video of that. Yeah, there's absolutely, in fact, I made sure that there was no evidence of it. Is Spy 27 better than S3V? I mean, better. Spy 27 is very similar to S45VN and S35VN. So does it have better balance? Yes. It's also easier to sharpen. I would say overall, Spy 27 is a more preferable EDC blade steel for most people than S30V, but there are still people who will prefer S30V over Spy 27, depending on what they're using their knives for. Excuse me. Oh, the Purvis, yeah. This is the A Purvis Primordial V3. And it is very impressive. It's exactly what I thought. He sent it to me just to check out. I'm not really sure I'm going to do a video on it. He really just sent it to me just to take a look at. And I think it's awesome. Adam Purvis always does a great job. And it's got a beautiful hand rub satin finished blade, slight recurve, and an aggressive clip point, and a wonderful open slot for manipulation. Very nice. Nice size, too. It's also nice and lightweight. Really, really cool. This is a nice one. Front flipper right of that Adam Purvis. It's the new Dam Designs model. This is an inexpensive knife. It's you'll have to check out the Dam Designs website because I forget what it's called. But he sent it to me to check out. It's nice and smooth. Absolutely. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, S30V absolutely is still great. It's still a super steel, and I wouldn't shy away from it at all. There are just so many other steels right now. It's exactly what he said. Vanax versus LC200N. Vanax has superior edge performance and the same, if not better, when it comes to corrosion resistance. It's going to be harder to sharpen, and I don't think it's as tough. But Vanax is absolutely, in my opinion, a more premium steel, and it's the core or the composition that Damasteel, the company Damasteel, uses, because Damacore, I believe, is proprietary through Damasteel. The core of Damacore is essentially Vanax, so it is mega premium. I like the idea of Vanax a lot. I love that. Here are the compact 8020s? Absolutely. And I will own a titanium compact 8020, 100%. Because it'll be easier to carry than the full size, but I still want a chunky boy. The only thing that I don't like as much about the 8020.5 is it's a little bit skinny. But it does make it a perfect EDC knife, like essentially a perfect EDC knife. Just for me, I want kind of a chunky boy, you know? So, assisted or auto knives? Auto knives. Assisted, nah. It's just like, I don't know. It's assisted knives to me, it's just like the difference between a Dodge Stratus and a Dodge Stratus RT. Like, what? So it deploys, it's assisted, you know? An automatic knife is the difference between a Dodge Charger and a Dodge Charger RT, where there's actually, it feels like there's a performance upgrade, right? You push a button and it's primed. Boom, right? It just feels better. But it is technically a trivial difference. All knives, manual, assisted, automatic, they all deploy at the same speed, right? So it's kind of silly. So maybe that was a bad example. Yeah, let's take a look here. What are we at? We're at 116. I think it's time to be done, guys. This was a fun live stream. It moved way really fast. I don't know why this particular live stream moved so quickly, but this was fun. And there's still 232 of you guys just hanging out. Like the live stream if you haven't already. Be sure to subscribe. Seriously, subscribing right now just means the world to me, because I want to make sure that my content's really going out to everybody. So subscribing and making sure that your notifications are on, that's the best thing you can do. If you really want to watch my content and be a part of this my community here on YouTube. But obviously there's more content coming. I'm not going to slow down. I'm going to keep enjoying what I'm doing. More live streams coming, more giveaways, more fun stuff. New Knights of the Round program. Just kind of be paying attention, and I will update everybody as soon as I can. But everybody will be able to participate in that for free. So that was the big, I wanted to create a Knights of the Round program that people didn't have to pay for. So I'm going to try and do that utilizing another type of platform. So anyways, hope you guys all enjoyed. Congratulations to the winners. Make sure you email me with your shipping information. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.